Hey y'all, we're back. So I just found this video where Sunny Child is sending out a little warning to Destiny Child. Y'all know this episode for Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming up where Sunny and Destiny got into this little verbal altercation back and forth, child. So I'm gonna go ahead and share it. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion. But Sunny is letting Destiny know, don't run up, baby, because I ain't no punk over here. All right. And if you try it, baby, it's gonna be a problem. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and share so you guys can see. All right. Shout out to Sunni Minx, baby, because she letting Destiny ask, no, don't you think you're gonna run up on me and I ain't gonna do nothing, okay?
I have this titled my pre-live before the final episode because I definitely want to dissect that last episode. But I got a lot of DMs over that clip they put out, and so my main thing is to talk about the clip. But it's 14 degrees, so it's a little bit warmer than the last time I came live with you all. It was only 2 degrees. Today is 14, so sun is out. It's shining. The ice is finally melting on the roads, and yeah, things are a lot smoother. Um, how you guys doing this morning? Where y'all coming? Where y'all tuning in from? Talk to me now. I'm gonna have to move y'all closer because if you know me, then you know I can't see that far. Okay, I can see far. So what it is I have perfect sight far away, but I can't. I'm just starting to get a little shady. It's starting to get a little shady from these phones. From these phones. Okay, Gloria Williams, what's up, my St. Louis sister? Connecticut, Ohio, Wichita, Kansas. Been there. I've been there. Dallas, love Dallas. Lincoln, Nebraska. Haven't been to. You know what? I went to Lincoln, Nebraska when I was in college. I was supposed to go there for college, but I didn't. Dallas, Texas. I love Dallas. Got a lot of St. Louis friends in Dallas. Oh no, the hospital with your mom. Praying for you on that. Indianapolis in the building. Okay. Washington D.C. I love Washington. Got a lot of friends there too. Pittsburgh. That's what's up. I haven't been to Pittsburgh. Pensacola, Florida. You guys got snow? ATL was like another home to me. Louisiana, best food ever. Best food ever in Louisiana. I love when I go to Louisiana. Um, I freaking love to eat, and gumbo is one of my favorite things to eat. So Louisiana is definitely a staple for that. But I'm keeping short and sweet. I be getting in trouble sometimes for what I say. I guess I think a lot of you guys understand me, but I know oftentimes I'm misunderstood. It is what it is, child. But that clip was freaking hilarious with the young lady Destiny saying that she was gonna dog walk me as she was dog walking herself out the door. The clip was funny for me, but it was also uncomfortable for me. And let me tell y'all why. As I was just sitting back and thinking about, any times I had like drama or fights or whatever, which has not been a lot. I fought a lot when I was young, like, grade school, middle school. Had a couple of fights as an adult, and young adult, okay, early 20s. And I'm more of a defense player, not an offense. I don't start shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's cool. I was taught if you start stuff, you usually want to get beat up. So I never went around picking and poking on folks. It's just not my style. So it was uncomfortable to see me in a place of I'm about to go there because like I literally could not recall other than one time I was 17 that I argued like that with a female or with anybody, especially a female. I don't argue with some men, but just like boyfriends, drama, stuff like that. But that I had that type of confrontation with a woman, I had to think back. And it took me all the way back to the tender age of 17. In a situation quite similar, where it was like I was dating my first boyfriend, and the girl was mad. The ex-girlfriend was mad. She popped up at his house when we were out. So as I'm dropping, because I had a car, so as I'm dropping him off, she's there ranting and raving, screaming and hollering. And I wasn't really arguing with him. I'm just like, hey, I understand you mad. That's your ex-boyfriend. Okay, cool. They had been broke up for a while, but she was still obviously in love with him. He was a superstar type of kid. And she was mad that he moved on with me. And I told her, I'm like, listen, I don't got no beef with you. Like, I know that's your ex-boyfriend. You want to fight, argue with him. Okay, cool. Just don't walk up on me. And so I didn't even really argue that much with her. So I say all that to say this. I was 17. We're adults now. And I've never in my life argued with an adult female or this much in my life ever before. And so it made me uncomfortable to see myself having to do that and then be threatened by one. I don't get threatened by people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't be in mess. So I don't really get threatened. So it was very odd for me. It's not something I'm used to. Um, Again, like, and just how I was raised, and it's not to be tough and heavy and all that, but just how I was raised that you don't do all that yelling and screaming. That's when you get like popped or something in your lip. And so for me, when I'm in situations like that in real life, confrontation, if I'm in a situation like that, I get quiet. I do just the opposite. I get quiet and I become more observant of your moves. I'm watching you, because if you put me in a mode of where I feel like you're about to physically attack me, I'm in that mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the let me watch you. And in the moment you get too close, I'm going to pop you. But we've been instructed not to do that on a TV show. Like, hey, don't, OWN likes to avoid physical confrontation. So why even threaten me? Why even go there when you know that's not even the reality of the situation? And if you do go there, which you're not, let's think about this. This girl has threatened to fight somebody on every season she's been on. Walk y'all down memory lane. She threatened Tiffany. She said she's going to drag all through the streets of wherever she was from. Right? She threatened Tiffany. She threatened Stormy, through the table, through the chairs, tried to get Stormy. We saw her jump up at the table with the girl strip, threaten Mill. And then you see her threaten me. So it's like, I've never been good at selling wolf tickets. I'm good at selling properties, though. I'm good at selling business things, business ideas for funding and things like that. I'm good at selling those things. I'm not good at selling wolf tickets. So my arguments, my comeback in that moment was very childish and weak as hell. I was like, woo, tomatoes, tomatoes. Like, who does this? Very much out of my comfort zone. Very much out of my comfort zone in terms of the arguing and the aggression verbally back and forth. I'm not used to that. So it was giving very much amateur compared to someone who's used to selling wolf tickets and has been selling them for years. I don't think you guys are buying them, but definitely she's used to doing that. She's used to making verbal threats. She's used to selling wolf tickets, and it shows. So for me, I'm just not like, who wants to be fighting at your big old age? Who wants to be doing that? It's not cute. And it sure wouldn't be fun, because I doubt your knees are set up right or your back just by the way you were standing. So fighting is probably the last thing you want to be doing. Just saying. And I really have a lot to lose to be verbally fighting or physically fighting someone for no reason. I'm the type, I'm really truly a defense person. Like, this would have to be a life or death situation for me. That's just how I think. Yeah, you'd have to be putting me really some type of threat for me to want to just be like, and physically attack you and stuff. Even in the face of confrontation, I'm still the type of person like, okay, what's the problem? Here's the solution type of girl. And it's not because I'm fearful. I'm not afraid of anyone. If anything, I'm more afraid of myself and going to that place. Because I always feel like if I go to that type of place, it's life or death, where I'm just really defending myself. And that's not a place I want to be in as a grown woman. I really do want to, like, I seek the high of life. I seek opportunities. I speak life into people. Many people on the show have accounted to me. I'm not the negative girl who wants to just be selling wolf tickets. So my rebuttals, I'm looking at that and I'm laughing, because I'm like, girl, I was so thrown off that I was like, oh, snap. I don't have like fighting words. I don't have those in storage and just ready to go. I don't keep those things on go. The only thing I'm trying to keep on go is getting a new contract or a new opportunity. I can talk that language all day. My vibration is not there. And I realize that some people are so low vibrational that they stay in a place like that. They stay on the go, ready to go mode, ready to have those witty fighting words and stuff like that. I've never made a physical threat or a verbal threat on somebody and didn't actually do it because I don't do it. And if I did have to do it, the verbal threat, it was done because it was a do or die type of situation, right? So it's like, and this is the girl that y'all want to think is such a victim who's literally starting shit with people. Stop it. Stop it. She's threatened somebody on every season and has yet to bust a grape. And it's just like, stop it. It doesn't make you look good. You're a whole mother. I would not be showing my ass like this on national television. I'm not showing my ass like that on national television, but I surely wouldn't do it if I had a little child, and this is real talk, looking at the screen, who could look at the screen one day and say, Mommy, what was that about? And here I am trying to teach you lessons and stuff. And I'm like, oh, baby, yeah, Mommy got upset and threatened someone because I was an adult and didn't know how to manage my emotions. Damn. Isn't that whack as hell? That shit is whack. Like, nobody's impressed because you made a threat. And first of all, I really am not the girl you want to threat. I really don't think that if the situation really got to that, she could not handle me if she had 5 hands. And I only say that because I know my strength. I know my capability. I know what I'm capable of. I've demonstrated my capabilities in the past. And I've never been afraid of somebody selling wood tickets. So it's like, and so guys, what you saw was one part of it, right? The other part you won't see. And that's when she called herself trying to actually fight. Shit was wild. I'm gonna talk about that this weekend when they show the whole clip though. And my thing is this. I told y'all before that she got mad and accused me of talking about her child when I posted a picture of the Mari. And this was months after you talking about me and my husband online after months and months and months. And my first response was, hey, leave me alone. I tell people what I know in terms of you getting divorced. And then I posted a Mari picture. She said I was talking about her son. No, I'm actually talking about you. Never been disrespectful to a child. I have way more class than that. I would never disrespect anyone's child over anything. So stop with the shenanigans and stop trying to play victim all the damn time. Yeah, she dog walked herself right out the door. That's what she did. I never talked about that woman's child. Y'all don't believe that shit because I'm not going to keep letting somebody put a narrative out there that ain't true. Like, I would never, not even a so-called person like her that wants to be an enemy of mine. I don't even give her that title. You can never be an enemy of mine. The only enemy I have is Satan. I don't have a human enemy. It ain't that deep for me. I don't let it get that deep. So stop it with the shenanigans. I pray for people. I don't pray on them. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not going to let somebody be putting that narrative out there like, I'm this terrible person because I'm dating your ex. Jump off. No, sweetheart, I'm not. And because I worked with you, I'm not. Thank God, God knows my heart. And you all are starting to see what's real and what's fake. You all are starting to see through the bull crap. That, oh no, Sunny's a genuine person. I'm transparent. I'm not the one coming on here acting like this and acting like that. It is what it is. I'm not saying I'm perfect. When I was a teenager and I was in my early 20s, I was off the chain. I've come from a place of straight up growth. I've always had God in me. I've always had a good heart. I was raised right. But, my environment played a part in things. I didn't come from the silver spoon background. I lived in the St. Louis city. And even in the county, certain areas where we moved to, it was still like the city. I went to a school where it was like, when I first started school, my freshman year of high school, it was like lean on me. Yeah, real talk. It was like lean on me. So I had to come from a place of surviving. I had to come from a place of being on the defense and all of that. And being a girl that kind of stood out in my environment because of my looks and how I dressed and the things I had. Because I worked as a kid. I had cars when I was 14, 15. I had some cars. I had a lot of things going on. So I'm just saying, I'm used to the drama and deflecting it, but I never started it. Because where I was from, you start stuff, you get clapped first. Clapped is in smack or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So all of that, rah, rah, rah. In St. Louis, you wouldn't survive like that. You would get your ass whooped. Excuse my language. Real talk. I'm from the show me state. I'm not saying everybody ain't, but I'm just saying where I'm from, if you was running your mouth like that, you were for sure going to get popped in. For sure. For sure it was going to be a fight. And so it's just like sitting there in moments that take me back to when I was, because I'm looking like, I haven't been in this predicament since I was child age. And so it's uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable because I'm thinking now, are you really going, because this is what it does for me. And tell me if y'all can relate. Because now what it does is if you run up on me or get close enough in the proximity that I can touch you or you could touch me after you made that type of threat, I'm just going to hit you. You know what I'm saying? It makes me want to just have to, okay, she just said she was going to do what. So am I to take that serious or take that? I don't take threats lightly. You know what I mean? So for me, once my head get the rolling, because I don't really do a lot of yeah with you. Once I'm in and my eyes get like that, the next thing is not a place I want to be in. Like, come on, man. People got PhDs and degrees and properties and investments and opportunities and trying to become mothers and things like that. Why would you, like, I just don't think that's cute. It's tacky, it's tasteless, and I don't want to be in situations like that because I don't take threats lightly and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, grow up. I understand you hurt, you mad. It's better ways to deal with your emotions than that. This is the same person y'all want me to believe is going through something. I just can't. I'm sorry. Get mad at me all you want to. I'm not saying it ain't possible. But, man, this girl is overly aggressive. And that's an instigator or agitation. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like whatever. I ain't going to speak on that no more because, again, I saw the threats and I saw the allegations and the paperwork, man. Innocent is proven guilty. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I just wanted to come on here and give y'all a little bit of live before my live this weekend. I'm definitely going live after the video. But I just don't want y'all to be believing that Sunni was out here talking child. Okay? Because I would never. So it's pathetic. It's giving pathetic. And I have grace, but I'm not God. I don't have as much grace as God has. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm to a point where my grace has slipped a little bit out the door. And I'm starting to not care. But again, anything that I do moving this forward against that young lady is strictly a defensive move. I'm not even mad enough at her to call her an enemy. It doesn't matter to me. You're not an enemy to me, baby. You don't even get that much authority to be called that. So I just wanted to put that out there because that's what she's trying to run with now. You talked about, I would never, I think he's a beautiful child. I would never talk about nobody. I love children with a passion of mine. I take my time out and I coach and I mentor random people's children who I don't know. So I look at them as precious jewels. I would never in my life disrespect nobody's child. And the thing about it is, a lot of the stuff that was, at that moment when we filmed that part, I didn't know, a lot of stuff that was occurring or going on because I wasn't around. I didn't know about the storage bin because I would have had more jokes. Y'all better know that I got jokes I could joan you. Now, what I could do, and I'm good at, is I can joan. I can make jokes and joan on you all day. But it's in a funny way. It's in a laughter. We're just making a joke. It's not a serious fight thing. I don't have fight words. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, cancers are nurturing. I'm very nurturing. I love kids and all kids love me. Any kids I come into contact with, they love me. I'm a goofball. Like, I make people laugh and I enjoy that. I've always been a jokester. I've been a jokester my whole life. So I could joan you, baby, to death. But fighting words and stuff, I'm not good at. I'm not. I lied. So I lost in that battle with my boo, but it was just like she was going so hard and I wasn't. She was going so hard and I wasn't. And so y'all will see this week. Hopefully, you see a good edit of what really took place because I'm seated, sweetie. We're sitting pretty over here. Okay? We have no reason to be mad. And they keep saying, y'all, you fighting over y'all fight. I'm not fighting over my husband. I'm I'm strictly standing up for myself. He's my husband. What am I going to be fighting an ex-girlfriend he chose not to deal with over me or whatever the case may be? Why would I be mad at fighting her? That's crazy. Crazy work. It's crazy work. And then I saw the clip where Tisha was like, I don't have no advice. The advice should have been, young lady, stop arguing over that lady's husband. Stop being so aggressive towards her. And you don't even got that same, and you know what kills me, y'all? She don't even got that same aggression towards him. She said, I still care about him and, this and that. I wasn't the one humping on you off and on for 15 years. I wasn't the one giving you false promises or whatever the case may be. It wasn't me. Why are you so mad at me? I've only known you for a couple of months at that point. Like literally, we've had a couple conversations, all mostly work related. And it's like, why are you so mad? Why do we get so mad at the other woman, but not have that same energy towards that man? Let me give y'all something real exclusive real quick. I'm going to give y'all something exclusive. Nobody knows. Only 4 people know this because it was 3 that was in the present and 1 person. So let me tell y'all something real quick. This how I know she still love my man. Let me tell you how I know she still love my man. And don't got no energy for him, but all the energy for me. Want to fight me? Run up on him. He the one who did it. He pursued me. He had a commitment or whatever he had going on with you, girl. So check this out. Let me give y'all something exclusive on this live, and then I'm gonna get off. So right around the time they tried to dox me and Moses, right? Put his address or try to put, wasn't even his address, put an address out there, put all his court documents and pass out there, right? Call himself baby, you can say we both seem to be mad. I'm not mad. I'm just not gonna keep letting nobody slick talk crap to me in my face and keep making threats to me. I'm really not mad. I walked in like, hey, like I'm really not mad. But listen, I'm just dissecting what y'all watching on TV, sweetie. Okay. Let me give y'all some exclusive real quick. This how I know she's slick. Still got feelings for him, which okay, cool, but still protects him too. Like women always want to protect the men who did your ass wrong and go after the woman. No ma'am, no ma'am. That's all ass backwards to me. So this what happened. Right around the time they tried to call themselves doxing us. My husband's one of his best friends. Y'all seen me go live with him before. Charles. One of my husband's best friends and his wife was over my house. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, they trying to put all his information out there, docs and da-da-da. They think they got our addresses, but they don't. But yeah, they just doing too much. So he was like, oh, we don't do that. We don't do that. So he was like, I'm finna call her and let her know if she got anything to do with the docs and stuff, she need to pipe all that down. Guys, look. Oh, baby's calling. Oh my God. Unfortunately, it says prison or jail. But oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Let me answer my man. That all this drama's over.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Y'all want to hear? Hold on, baby. Say hi to the people.
I'm just saying hi to everybody. Everybody's on the line. I'm just saying hi.
Let them know how you doing, baby.
I'm doing great. I'm just taking it one day at a time, getting closer. Be home soon, be with my wife, take care. I'm blessed. I can't complain.
All right, y'all. Hold on. See, y'all get exclusive stuff every time y'all come to a live. It's my hubby. Oh, this made my mood so much better. I'm sorry. I love my husband. That just threw me off. I don't even want to talk about nothing negative no more. I just want to bask in the joy of hearing from my husband and knowing that he's okay in this situation. So, nah, but I was just saying that damn, it threw me off, but in a good way. Oh, girl, it's crazy. Um, that's that. I'm gonna speak into the positive. I got some stuff coming up too, y'all. Um, I stay so busy because I'm building a new business. I'm maintaining his business. I'm maintaining my other businesses, building a new business, and then I'm doing my entertainment stuff. So it's like I never have enough time in a day. But I'm hoping that I can start to, once I start, I'm hiring people now. It takes time to really hire and vet good people that's going to be consistent and do the job well and like you would do. It takes time. So I'm vetting people now. I got 3 employees. I got 2 that's starting, well, 2 that's already started and 1 that's about to start. So I will be able to relieve myself of the actual daily job duties and just maintain the business is which where you want to be. Um, but yeah, man, we're building, we're branding. I'm about to start Sunshine in Series 2. We already started some filming, but I got some celebrities really. They're going on tour. So one of the guys that's one of the main characters in my show, he's always on tour. He's about to go on tour from March to August. So I'm trying to get him. We're gonna start filming in February. So I'll keep y'all posted on Sunshine the Series Season 2. Um, and I'm excited because I have a few celebrities in Sunshine the Season 2 that's coming up. Like I have people that you will recognize from movies. Many. I'm talking about more films than I can count that I've seen them in. And I'm excited because that just takes our series to another level. And I'm looking forward to it. I got a few other things in the pipeline, but again, I'm not gonna speak on those until the ink is dry, like I mentioned. But if you haven't seen season 1, um, go check it out. And let me tell you, season one was something I did many moons ago, like over 8 years ago, guys. I shot season 1. It was the very first project I ever did, scripted on my own. I was like a freaking rookie. Okay, I was a rookie. I hadn't done no professional producing or been on any professional sets other than that time. So I started out on my own first, and then I maneuvered myself into the industry. So what you're watching in season 1 of Sunshine is the very beginning of who I was as a creative. So I'm just excited for you to see like the new storylines, the new, just the up, the advancement of it all. Like now that I'm actually a producer, I'm actually a writer. I've been doing these things now for many years. So I'm excited to show what my new work looks like. The storytelling of it all is good. And so if you guys like that, thank you so much because that was my very humble beginning. And I'm like, I literally so the thing about Sunshine, it literally sat in my computer for years because I was so like it was my first baby. So I'm like, oh my God, it's not good enough. Oh my God, it's whack. Oh my God, it could have been better. Oh my God, right? I'm super perfectionist when it comes to my craft. Like I was like, no. I even thought about just scrapping it. And I had given up on it in a sense. It was still my baby, but I was like, I'm not releasing it because it's not perfect. So many things happened in the process of making it. I had network steal my idea back then. This is when I first started. So I had a lot of bumps in the road, people taking my money, running off. Like I got discouraged. I had to literally teach myself how to edit because my editors left me hanging like right before my preview. I had a premiere. My editors left me hanging. So I literally had to teach myself how to edit. Everything you saw, I edited. I did the scoring, the music, the coloring, um, everything. And I taught myself that because I had no choice. And all it did was just make me a more dynamic producer. So, but Sunshine the Series sat on my computer for 8 years and I was just like, I'm done. And then one day I got a phone call from my buddy in LA. And he was like, Sunny, whatever happened to your series you did? And I was like, oh man, that thing sitting in my computer. He was like, no, put that stuff out. Put it on Tubi. And I was like, really? You think it's all right to put on Tubi? He's like, man, I see stuff worse than that. put that stuff on Tubi. I know you're not 100% with it, but put it on Tubi. And so I was like, all right. I kind of just, it went in one ear, kind of went out the other. Then I swear to you not. I swear to God. All the people that was involved in Sunshine, the series, around the time that I started it, started calling me within that same month. I got about 5 phone calls. And people, this is from 8 years ago. All of a sudden, 5 people called me in the same month from a project we did 8 years ago. And was like, what's up with Sunshine? What you doing with it? And I said, dang, God, you going to just put it in my lap like that. You going to make it just that clear. If it wasn't the guy in LA, it was the 5 other people who called me that was involved with it 8 years ago, still searching for it now. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I did. And now today we have over 1 million views. I'm going to check my ratings. We might be at 1,000,001 by now. I don't know. But it's just to show you that God's timing is always the right timing. And just because it don't happen right now, don't mean it won't happen later. You got to stay in that thing. And in between time, I became a producer. I started working on scripted shows. I was in LA. I was in Atlanta. You see me on OWN and all this stuff. Stay consistent keep your eyes on the prize, because in the end, you will win. And so for anybody on here, and I'm going to get off here, but for anybody on here that may have been struggling with something, the ideal of something that you just, in your heart of all hearts, know that it's that thing for real, and you know that this is what you're supposed to be doing, but maybe it didn't turn out right. Maybe you failed the first couple times in the first tries. I'm here to tell you today, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. 8 years later, Tubi didn't even exist when I did my stuff. All the movies from Detroit and all that stuff didn't even exist when I was doing Sunshine. And so then the platform just opened up, and boom, I was able to put it on. It dropped the same time that, I was on the show. So just stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. In that process, I've become so much more developed. Like I said, I was forced to learn how to edit. So now I can edit my butt off. And I got a couple things in the pipeline, and I cannot wait to share them with you all. You guys will be proud of me, because I'm proud of myself. It's been a lot of years of being consistent, not giving up on your dreams. Even though everybody around you may not believe in your dreams or don't have the capacity to believe like you believe, just keep pushing, man. Don't let nobody knock your dreams. Nobody. Not your spouse, not your family, not your friends, not your parents, not your kids. Not even you. Don't let you knock your own damn dreams. You got to even say, you know what? Even when I start to feel discouraged and I feel doubt, keep going. Because I promise you, this is not the end that you'll see of me. I have so much more and greater to come, because I believe. And not only that, I'm putting in the work. You got to put in the work too. You got to put in the work today. Y'all see me? I'm in a hoodie. I'm not afraid to grind. I'm not afraid to put that work in. I'm not afraid to get up off my ass and do what I got to do. And that's why I know I'm going to be okay. Because I'm a hustler. I'm a grinder. And I got faith. And with that combination, can't nothing stop me or can't nothing keep me from what I'm supposed to be doing. Period, point blank. Period. And God never ceases to amaze me. And I just watch him make things come into fruition. Everything. Boom, boom, boom. Even how I got on Love and Marriage. Y'all want to tell me? I'm going to share with y'all this real quick. And then I'm going to go. Because I got some things to do. I got to handle some business. Every hour matters. I got 5 more minutes. I'm telling you the story. Let me just tell you one more story. Love and Marriage Huntsville. How I became a producer. I'll say this. One of the producers that's involved with the show had been posting on social media looking for PAs for a development project. He was in Atlanta. And I saw the post and I'm like, oh, snap, I need this right here. Because I had just started, I had just took a break from the LA shows that I was on. And so I had this gap. And so I'm looking for work. And so this guy posted, need you to be in Atlanta tomorrow by 2:00. Now I'm all the way in St. Louis. And at this time I was doing my rehab construction business full time. So I'm full time around the clock rehabbing homes every day, all day. And so I saw that post and I was like, hell no, this is my dreams. I know this will make me money right now, but this is my dreams. And I'm dropping this real quick. I have to pick somebody out to manage this. I literally hit that person up. It was like, I could be there tomorrow. He said, you be here tomorrow at 12? I thought you said 2. He said, no, I really need you at 12. I said, yep, I can make it happen. He was like, well, if you can make it happen, you can get the job or whatever. I sent him my resume, of course. I said, all right, boom, book my flight. I was in Atlanta by 12:00. Now we worked on a development show for A&E. It was a show that they're working on developing, and I had invested to shoot the episode. So I'm producing on the show or whatever. And I kept hearing a guy talking about Love and Marriage planning for the season. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is the same dude that hired me for this. So in my mind, I'm thinking, maybe you'll hire me for that. It's a bigger show, but hell. But see, I'm not the person that forced things. So I was like, the timing ain't right. I was like, nah, I don't want to just walk up and ask. I'm not that bold like that. I said, it got to be right. It's got to be natural and a genuine connection. I don't want to seem thirsty or seem like I'm just trying to approach. So I said, God, just give me the right timing. So we was on this show for like a couple days. And I was like, nah, the time ain't right. Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet. So we kept filming. I kept hearing him planning for the love and marriage. And I'm like, man, that'd be a great opportunity. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to just approach like that. Because I like to genuinely connect with things. I don't like to force. I'm not a forceful person. I don't force nothing that don't fit. So I kept asking God, just give me the right timing or give me the words to say so I don't mess this opportunity up. Let me tell you what God did. I get a call from LA. No lie, we was at lunch break. We was all sitting having lunch. And that's when people tend to be a little bit more relaxed. I get a call from LA talking about a show that I was developing with somebody. And then it was a show that they was trying to bring me back for. So I'm talking on the phone and, I'm like talking about the details of the show. The producer's listening. And I'm talking to the phone conversation in. And he says, what you was just talking about? I said, oh, I was just talking about a show I'm working with somebody on in LA or whatever. He's like, oh, yeah, you produce? I said, yeah, I produce. I said, you sent my resume or whatever. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, I'm looking for some producers for this show I'm planning out right now. You could be available for 10 months. Listen, when I say God made that thing show up and I didn't even have to say nothing. Real talk. I didn't even have to approach. I was so worried about approaching it right, making sure I didn't seem, thirsty and all of that. And the man said something to me because he heard what I already had going on. So I get chills and I could cry about it because it's just like, when God moves, he does it in a way to where it comes to your doorstep. If you putting in the work, it'll just come and it'll fall. And people will say something to you. He'll open the doors for you to make way for for you in rooms that you're supposed to be in. I didn't even have to say a word. And I said, and in my mind, I was just like amazed. I'm like, look at you, God. I was sitting here worried about how to approach this man. Not that I'm shy, but I just want things to be genuine. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm far from shy. And God said, he gonna say something to you. Don't worry about it. And literally that's how the conversation started. And next thing you know, I was preparing to leave my business for 10 months. Now, let me tell you something. I made a huge sacrifice to be a producer on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I had a full functioning 6-figure contracting company. Okay. I had a 6-figure contracting company. In that time, I had and this was like November that I found out that I got the job. I had to be packing my bags up in a couple weeks. I found a young lady. I trained her how to, do my job, to run my business. And the whole time I was producing Love and Marriage Huntsville, the first time, I was co-managing my company from the phone. I was co-managing my full-time construction company from the phone while I was off doing my dreams. But I was willing to make that sacrifice. I stepped away from a 6-figure company I built because I'm like, this is where I'm supposed. This is my passion. This is my dream. This is my gift God gave me. So I'm willing to make that sacrifice, and I maintain my company from the phone. And so, just want to give y'all a little bit of inspiration. Like, there's so much more to it. Like, and I built that company from the ground up. But I was willing to do what I did and maintain the company while I was gone. Now, of course, it didn't do it as good as when I was there because it's one thing to take your hands off your baby and put it in the hands of someone else who may not have the capacity to multi-manage and multitask like you. So I did take some hits as far as my company went, but it was worth it to me because I know that this is the path that I'm supposed to be on. And this is my money maker. And I'm passionate about real estate, but this is my passion. This is the thing that I could just do all day. And even if I didn't get paid. So I made that sacrifice and it is what it is. Now the rest is history. Here we are. But I just wanted to share that moment, how that happened and how I even got on the show and how Sunshine happened, because I just want to be an inspiration to you all so that, yes, I still had a company, but I am stepping away from full-time contracting from customers because I had done it since 2019. I started my contracting business in 2019. And honestly, I think with the change of environment, I'll continue, but I got burnt out working for customers. I ain't gonna lie to you. Customers in that field can be a headache. When I first started out, I was working for investors, which are different because they're making you do 25, 30 projects. I was rehabbing 25, 30 projects a summer. And that part was cool because I knew what that investor wanted. So I was just cookie cutter every house. Boom, boom, boom. He want the same paint. He want the same floor. But when you start working for people who just have homeowners, listen, complete headache. Complete headache. Complete headache. And because they got these overwhelming desires and the budget, it just don't match up. So I'm not doing as much as I want to, but Moses and I will be doing some constructing and contracting, but we'll be doing it on our own properties. I'm an investor too, and so I just did that to really build my money up so I could buy the homes that I have and do it for myself, because I just want to be self-sufficient when it comes to that. I really started my construction business to learn on somebody else's dime, to get the experience of rehabbing all these homes. I've done over 60 doors. I can't even count no more. I've rehabbed over 60 homes and 60 doors. So I did that to learn that part of it first so that I could do it for myself. I never meant to do it forever. You know what I mean? It was just to learn the game and just be able to rehab for myself and make that money for myself. So that's pretty much that. All right. So I gave y'all a lot in just a little bit of time. I'm gonna get off here. I got some things to do for my business and brand, but yeah, I'm so much more than some chick that dated some chick's ex. Like I'm so much more. I'm so much more than just a producer from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? That's a chapter, and I don't take nothing away from the chapters, but that doesn't define me. That's not who Sunni is. Sunni is much more dimensional than that. So, all right, y'all have a good day. I hope you learned something new from this live. And at the end of the day, I gotta find myself not being so negative talking about certain things, but I'm just talking about what you saw in the clips because outside of that, I really don't think about it until I see a clip of myself. And then it's like, because this is my first time seeing it too, right? And even though it was months ago, you see it. So it makes it, you relive that moment. And so that's why I kind of go and talk about it because I know you all are seeing it for the first time. It's new to you. And then it's new to me again because I'm seeing it. You see the edit. But I'm not a negative person. I don't live in a negative space. It's just not my energy. But anyway, I just want to come on here and just give y'all a little bit of that. So I love y'all. Stay true. And y'all got an exclusive from Moses. I hope y'all can hear him because my phone wasn't very loud. And in there it's kind of loud when they on those songs. But hubby's doing well. So everything is all good. Everything is always working out for my good. God always has me. I'm always going to be okay. And just know that, period. Love y'all. Bye.
Shout out to Sunny, man. Shout out to Sunny. Out here. Let's stop sharing. I'm tripping. I'm about to play it again. Shout out to Sunny out here doing her big thing. I see you guys put it in the comments. I think I may have told her the same thing. Like, I would not address Destiny's ass no more. It's given that she is steady attaching herself to Sunny by means of trying to get clout. I would not keep addressing that shit. Bottom line is, you the wife, the man chose you. Ain't nothing else to explain, talk about, ain't nothing to fight about, ain't nothing to discuss. Like, bottom line, it is what it is. I mean, I think Destiny sees something in Sunny that she's intimidated by, so she continues to come for her, and it keeps showing. Like, you don't really have a serious, reason to be mad at this girl. The person, and she said it, Sunny said that you should be mad at Moses. That's the person you should be mad at. He's the one that played you. He's the one that made you think that, you the shit like that when he really was looking at somebody else. So bottom line, you need to be getting yourself together. I think Destiny needs to focus on business and stop fooling with these dudes. Like, ain't no money in that shit. For real. Ain't no money in that. You don't be messing with what's the boy name? Lance. Lance ain't do shit for you, but probably put up a wall in your storage unit. And what is that? She needs to focus on her business and getting herself together. Like, you've been divorced now. She's going on what, 3-4 years, and you still ain't doing shit. Like, she has great ideas to put businesses and stuff together, but she don't follow through and she's not consistent. Destiny is fucking lazy, and she's a mean girl, and she worry about what other people are doing. And it's starting to consume her. Like, this situation between her and Sunny is so stupid. If you think about it, it's so stupid. Like, girl, move on. Like, every time that girl come in the room, it's like you got this evil look and you ready to fight over something. And Sunny's right. Every fucking season this girl been on, she been wanting to fight. And for what? Like, use that aggression towards your passion for whatever it is that you do and make that shit work. Like, we're tired. Your storyline this season after Sunny and Moses got off the show, what she go back to? You had a storyline with Sunny and Moses, and you ran them off by damn calling down there and having the man arrested, so then they couldn't be on the show. So now you went right back to this damn relaunch again, which everybody was saying, we don't want to see this bullshit again. Like, Destiny, what else do you have to offer besides steady showing this damn relaunch? We are tired of that. You don't have nothing going on because you keep bringing us the same mess every season, and it's boring. And Carlos, you need to get your shit together because you're behind this mess. Stop putting this girl on our TV screens until she get her life together. Destiny don't need to be on TV anyway, period, because she got too many damn issues going on. Too many damn issues. Figure out why you down there trying to get your baby daddy locked up on some bullshit when your ass need to be locked up because you the violent one. Now that we found out. But that's it, guys. I wanted you guys to see what Sunny had to say. Shout out to her, and y'all had a chance to hear Moses where he called in. He always call in though, don't he? When she be live, most of the time he'll call in and she'll share, and she be so giddy when he calls. It's so crazy how she be talking shit. As soon as he comes, she's melting like a little marshmallow when he calls. So Shout out to them, child. Glad that they are doing what they got to do. Sunny's holding it down while he's locked down. But hey, it's what it is. All right, in my teacher voice. We're gonna get out of here so I can take a little break and rest up for this interview that's coming up. I backed the interview up, guys, 30 minutes. Okay. Hope you guys don't mind. We had to back the interview up 30 minutes. So we're still going to have it, but the interview will be at 1:30 versus 1 o'clock. So you guys come back to that. I did change it on the description. When you get your notification should read 1:30 now versus 1 o'clock. Okay. But we'll be here. I'm going to go rest up a little bit and rest my brain. So I'll be ready to go. All right. So thank you guys. Love you guys. Thank you, mods. Thank you, content creators. Thank you, followers, and everyone watching. Okay. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, shout out to everybody, and don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Okay. All right. Bye.